Hey, what's up, family? Today I want to talk to you about how everything is molded into one. Everything is molded into one. No matter if you look up high, if you look low, everything is connected. Everything is oneness. And what made me become aware of just how important this is the atom, right? The atom. One of the smallest elements that we know to exist. I mean, it's so small that, people don't even know what it really looks like. They just assume what it looks like. And the funny thing is that, what they assume the atom looks like looks just like an embryo. Just like an embryo. But, the main thing about an atom is on how you have the center, right? Which is the atom. And then you have all the molecules that circulate around it, right? Circulate around it. And it stays in that kind of pattern. So, realizing this, that you have tons and tons of atoms in your body all over the place, circulating around each individual atom, and it goes through the whole thing. I mean, the atom is like the center of creation. Everything is the center of it all. And I wrote some things here. Let's see. Atoms are you as a spiritual molecule, a life seed of creation. We are all interconnected. We are all interconnected. Because, like I always say, you always look inside yourself. Discover the truth within inside yourself. And these atoms are inside you. And you are the atom. I kind of drew a picture here that just kind of gives you an example of how you can view this. Because, like the atom is like, just like I said with an embryo. The embryo is the first start, because when your consciousness, your spiritual divine being, you don't have a physical form. You don't have an ego. You don't have anything. You're just simply a spiritual being. But as soon as you are given a physical form, your first physical form is the embryo. That is your first physical form. And within that embryo is atoms as well. So that physical form already has another physical form, which is the atom. So the atom is created first, and then the embryo is created, and it just kind of goes from there. So this is looking within into a physical form aspect of things, and on how our physical form keeps going. But basically, I drew a picture here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I put the atom right in the center, right? Because that's inside of us. And then we have the atom in the center, then with all the molecules circulating around it, right? So, that's already like a built-in universe inside ourselves. And we have tons of little molecules, antibodies. We have a whole universe of beings inside us. A whole universe of beings inside us that have their own little egos, their little personalities, everything. You got a whole universe in your whole body. In your whole body. And when you go outside of that, you have your physical form. And just like I tell you guys, you are the center of everything. You are the key in all of this. Everything circles around you. Everything circles around you. You are the atom in your physical form. You are the atom, and everything circles around you. And I was talking to a person at work about this, and she was like, well, if we're all the center, then isn't all of our connections going to intertwine with each other? But the thing is that you are the center. Nothing is going to intertwine with anything because you're the center and everything is spinning around you. I gave the scenario of, you can look at it as you sitting in a still chair, right? And then you have a projector that's, what was it, like a 360 degree circulating around you. So everything is moving around you while you're just sitting there. But everything is still moving and going as you're sitting there, because You are the creator and the center of it all. Because if you weren't there, then it wouldn't exist. So because you're there, everything exists. So everything circulates around you. You are the center of everything. And and this is where you get the idea of how atoms and how, antibodies and everything is. You got a whole universe inside your body. Now you go outside your body and you look at the earth in itself. The earth is its own being. Earth, this is the physical form of the earth. And we are the antibodies and the atoms and stuff on this earth. We're keeping this earth alive the best we can. But obviously man has pretty much destroyed it. So we are the atoms and the antibodies and viruses and parasites to the earth. Because earth is its physical form and it has us in it. So you see, we're already connected just because we have the same aspects of a universe within a universe. And then you can go into the universe itself, and it's the same thing. The sun is the center and the atom of the universe, or the solar system, right? And everything circulates around the sun. And I got many more things, planets and stuff, because there's like tons of moons. Like there's gonna be like 4 or 5 moons on one planet, circulating around. So there's tons and tons of planets out there. Whether they're moons or not, it don't matter. There's tons of stuff circulating around the solar system. But each individual thing has its own atom. The sun is its atom, and everything circulates around it. And it's the same aspect as the atom. And it's just an outside view of what you are. When you view the universe, you're viewing what it looks like inside you. All those stars are a representation of antibodies or atoms, sparks of life. It's all the same thing, and that's how you need to view it. You view the atom, the smallest physical form of creation, all the way to the universe. The solar system itself is just the same thing. And this is how you become aware that everything is a created illusion from you. You are the center of it all, and you create everything, literally everything. Just like I said in the other video I made, illusions within illusions, stories within stories. You're going to live out a story, and everything is a story. Because once you leave this physical form, everything's gone. Everything's gone. Because your creation has ended. The Alpha and the Omega. You are the beginning and the end of this creation. So, just want to make you guys aware of it. Gives you a whole different perspective of things. Like I said, always look beyond. Always look beyond. Because people get so attached to this world and this outside world and think that this is real and that this is it. And it's not. Even looking this, Orion or Sirius, saying, well, my home was there. Yes, it was there one time because you experienced it. But it's not it. It's not. It's still a story and an illusion in itself. Yeah, meditate on this and discover this for yourself, because when you travel multidimensionally, you're going to discover these things for yourself. But you have to ask these questions, because otherwise you're going to just be exploring more stories. And that's fine, because we're all about self-discovery, learning, and growing, because that's what this is a physical form of learning and growing of what we are as spiritual divine beings. Because like I said, when you're a spiritual divine being, you know everything. So you have to lower yourself so then you can discover what each element is. It just gives you a whole new experience. Yeah, just discover that. Illusion within illusion, stories within stories. Just Just observe that little atom, and that atom is you. And then just expand and view that. Just realize that all those atoms in you and antibodies, you have a whole solar system inside yourself. A whole solar system inside yourself. And then just keep popping out. It's like those dolls. Someone told me this on a video, but you know, it's like those dolls. You start with a great big one, right? And you take the head off, and then you got another one, and then you take the head off, and then you got another one, and it goes to the smallest one. It's the same thing, you know. You got the atom, and then you got the physical form, and you got the earth, then you got the solar system, and then you got the sun is the atom, and then you go beyond that, and then you realize that the solar system and the universe is inside another physical being. So you got this humongous physical being in this. I mean, we're looking outside, but looking inside. So we're still looking out, looking within. It's a mirror effect, you know. It's a reflection. We're looking out, looking within. You know, if I go outside, I look up in the sky and see the stars. I'm looking inside a being. See what I'm saying? So it's a reflection, a mirror reflect. So stuff to look at, observe, and always look beyond. Always look beyond. Meditate on it. If you know how to multidimensional travel, ask these questions, and you will discover this for yourself. But yeah, just always look beyond and realize that things are much more than they seem, much more than meets the eye, much more than meets the eye. So I'll leave it at that. Remember, you're the key in all this. You are everything. You are everything. You create everything. Everything. You are the master and creator of this whole reality. And don't ever let anybody ever tell you you aren't, because you are. So, yeah, just remember that. And just remember, just look at that. Remember the atom. You know, like Adam and Eve. You know, the atom was the first. Just always look within. Look without. Alright. I'll leave it at that. If you got questions, let me know. You're Creation 13. I love you all very much. Namaste, and I'll talk to you in a little bit.